set up your students, obviously, let's just say you have 20 students in a class, but they're in teams of 5, and you could make it so that these 5 only have availability to each other's assessment. Again, that's just a...
But I'm thinking of the self-assessment part.
The self-assessment
The
part.
self-assessment and the assessment of others.
Okay. Oh, so you want them to be able to assess others? Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
I could
It
work
can all
with
be
you.
done.
Okay.
I just would like to see exactly what you're looking for there, but
Yeah.
I could say yes right away that that can be done.
Okay.
Could I ask a question? I'm looking at it right now on Moodle, and then it says import questions from a file. And then they're listing all these things like Blackboard, APEN format, Moodle XML format, WebCat.
Well, Ray better answer that because she
You're
helped me
looking
do
at the
that.
wrong end of the table.
Right.
Is an okay question to ask?
Oh, no, that's an okay question. Again, there are, if you have your questions formatted in a particular way, in a particular file, for example, let's just say Word, it could be imported and dropped into that question pool. That's what that's for. But it does have to be formatted a certain way. So
Okay.
that's what that is.
And then the part where it says match grades.
Match grades, I don't know what that one is.
Okay.
So, but I'll look into it.
You help us set up all of these.
Absolutely, always, like, really for the first time for anything, guys, really, it's always best to contact us, and, because honestly, we probably haven't just gone into it that deeply yet, but if you give us what you want, we'll go into it first and see what the possibilities are, and make it work, and then we'll make it available to you, and that's exactly what we did with Sue. That's over there, so sorry, which wasn't there.
Good.
Oh, I have noticed that sometimes textbook publishers don't like bringing, like if they have a particular program for setting up tests, they don't like bringing the material out of that program and into, say, Word or some other, so there may be some resistance on that level.
Yeah, that's the thing, publishers are a little bit
Protective.
in that way, so, good point, thank you for bringing that up.
Just a quick question. If I say I'm pulling out a question from one of my old exam and also a question from, let's say, a CD from the publisher, the font is going to be different. When it pulls it into the Moodle, will that automatically change the format, or will I have to go through and edit so that I don't have different questions come up in different font?
I would always go and edit.
Okay.
I honestly will usually always do a copy and paste to make it look the way I want it to look, just so there's consistency all across the board. I mean, that's time, but it's cleaner. That's the cleanest way to do it, so.
And then I had a question for Sue. Are you doing the online test in the class, or are you away from the class?
I'm away.
Okay.
I just, on that particular day, I tell them, this is quiz day, and, if you need me, I'm in my office.
But they're in the classroom.
No,
They're at home.
They're wherever they are.
So they knew in advance.
They don't have to show up that day.
no, right.
But they all
and-
take the
right.
test virtually.
I will tell them that they can access the exam at X o'clock.
So Sue, can we take a look at is it okay if we
Sure,
go into
sure.
your?
I wanna get it.
So I'm gonna go into your.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the Palm 110, right? Palm
Yeah.
110?
And Sue, earlier you had said that during one of the written assessment, you'd have less students questioning the scores they get using this format. Have an
I
idea
think
why?
it's because my responses to them are more thorough. And it doesn't take any time at all to say, when you get into the swing of grading,
Sure.
that they left out this
Yeah.
key fact. And
Well, yeah, you get the hard copy, you get feedback, and then you have to give it back. And here, it's already right there.
yeah, and they will have digested this before they
Get
came
back.
to class.
Right.
Okay, so here are the 2 quizzes that Sue did this term. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this first
sure.
one here. Okay, so see, as you can see that it's already closed. After the closed date, then nobody can go in there and take it anymore, but obviously because she's a professor, she can still go in and take a look. So if you just want to take a look and see, this is the way the students would see it. See how it's, this was a fill in the blank, right here, essay. And feel free to ask questions to the viewers too as you are taking a look at these things. But see, it's very clear. See, there's 2 answers that need to be given here. So you give them a quick little, okay, short answer, a short answer. So just give them an idea of how they should be answering this.
And then
Or how
Moodle automatically grades that because that's a.
No, that one they didn't, because.
This one it wasn't, because there's variations to those short answers.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So this was actually really technically an essay
Right,
question.
I wanted to be able to, in case they
Yeah.
used synonyms or whatever, I wanted
Okay.
to be able to.
Most of the questions were actually essay and maybe a couple multiple choice.
So could you have a fill in the blank that was one word that's like standard deviation or something?
Yep.
And then it's right, or
Exactly.
if they write anything else,
Mhm.
then it's wrong. Is that
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
or,
Then it would be graded automatically.
Then it would be graded
Okay.
automatically,
Okay.
right.
But maybe in your instructions there, make sure you say don't abbreviate.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah,
Oh,
say,
wow.
you know, yeah, spell check is important too, yes.
Oh, wow.
And they do get a spell check if they're in there.
Can you embed diagrams and figures in there?
Yes, you can. You can put diagrams and figures in
There you go.
there. Okay, and is it okay if we can take a look at how
Sure.
you view the results?
Sure.
Okay, so you just kind of talk, I'm clicking results here.
So there are my students on the left, and their scores on this quiz are, it shows as you read across in the row, the number of points accrued on each question, 5 out of 5, etc.
How long is it? So keep track
Right.
of
When they
time.
logged on, how long it took them, and it's interesting too because as you know, sometimes the first person finished either knows nothing or is really really good.
Sue, do you have the capability, let's say your student is Joe Smith, can you click on a report that's going to show all that he's done?
Yes,
Okay.
uh-huh.
All
That is under
semester,
the grades
a different report.
a different-
I see.
component here.
Oh, okay.
If you go back, Ray, you might want to show them that if they go to, I think what you're talking about
The grades
is
area?
the grading area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to see basically not just, like, let's just say Siobhan, not just Siobhan's quiz results, but maybe Siobhan's, all her grades, is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about? Okay, so let's take a look. Now I'm going to go into grades area now. This is now going away from the quiz. So these are the two.
Right. Well, and
But then
then if you
obviously
go,
there's
yeah,
more.
all of her grades.
So
But
that's
there's
the grade book.
there's a report that you go to. Ray, if you go back to the left
Uh-huh.
and then go up above, scroll up,
Mm-hmm.
and then choose an action up there, and then go to user report, and
You choose a person.
choose the person.
So I'm gonna go, I'll just say
Yeah.
Siobhan again.
And there are, if you scroll down now, you'll see her grades on each item in the course. So there was a total possible of 1,000 points. She got 816, and for 81%, and so she got a C.
So is that giving you a running total all semester?
Yes.
Yes.
So with the grading, I usually give A's, B's, C's, but I'm assuming we need to do something else in the grading.
Do you want it to
I can
show
do
up as
A,
A,
B,
B, C, and
Yeah.
is that what you mean?
Pardon me?
You want it to show up as A, B, C? Yeah, you could actually do that. You could show it as a letter grade. Most people do it as points, or,
Yeah.
but, you know, if you want to do letter grade, you can choose that.
But you know, another interesting thing, you're probably aware of this, I wasn't until I was horsing around with this the other day, but you can actually set your percentages for letter grades,
Yeah.
and then it will assign the letter grade. I don't do that because I do sort of a case-by-case, I have a little subjective thing in there, so I don't do that. But you can do that, and you can switch around. I mean, if you wanted to, you give everybody over 70% an A, whatever you want.
I have a question that's a little bit different, but in teaching statistics, I have McGraw-Hill book that has an online component, and you can do the assignments that are automatically graded and tests, and it has a grade book component, not unlike what this is going on. Do you happen to know if they interface with Moodle?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
I think
So
it would
you
depend,
don't
it was
use any-
similar to the question asked earlier
About
by
the
Keith,
public,
and I
yeah.
think it is going to depend on whatever it is you're using. And,
Yeah.
It all-
I just looked
it all
at it, I
depend on
don't
big-
see anything that
I-
maybe the textbook woman needs.
Yeah, in cases like that,
Yep.
it's really best for you to get in contact with us, and hopefully that publisher's tech those publishers' tech people, we have to have a conversation and see if that's even a possibility.
Yeah, it'll probably depend on how big Moodle becomes, right?
Right.
Like in the colleges and universities.
well, it's,
Okay, I'm gonna go back right here into the quiz area, guys, because I did want to touch on what Sue had mentioned earlier about how she was able to compare like all the results of question 1, because I know that was maybe a little bit, I think you might want to see how that looks. So that was in manual grading, so here you can choose, okay, I want to see, all the results of question 1 happened to be a multiple choice, that's why you didn't see it, it's one of the options there, it's just a given. But here, this is a, okay, so this actually shows you, question 2. Grade, okay, so I want to see all the attempts. See, this is exactly what she was talking about. See, there's Alicia's, there's Darcy's. These are all for that same question.
right.
And that was, you could kind of compare how these folks answered that particular question.
I have a question. What do you do when you have a student who needs to take their test over at?
I didn't have that happen this semester, and
What-
to be honest
Do you know
with
where
you.
I mean?
Yeah,
Or-
one of the things you could do, I mean, I don't know, I would have to ask those folks over there, but oftentimes people need time and a half or double time.
Right, that's
You could
usually-
give them a wider
So you just
window.
you go to Joe Smith and you say he gets 2 hours.
Exactly,
And then he takes it over there.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
You definitely.
Whatever the special accommodations are for that particular student.
I see.
Okay, all right, well, thank you so much, Sue, that was